Hello, my friends, and welcome or welcome back to your favorite singing contest show. This is the mouse. If you don't know the concept yet, well, let me explain everything to you. We have 4 contestants who are going to perform tonight live on stage for you and in front of our 4 incredibly sassy judges. Let me introduce them to you. First, we have the producer and creator of this show, the Evil Queen. A round of applause, please. She always knows what's fashionable or not, and she creates the trends. My friends, I present you Cruella. She came from the bottom of the seas to coach our new talents tonight. The fabulous Ursula. And last but not least, it's our first participation in our jury tonight, and I'm sure our taste is impeccable. A round of applause for Disgust. It is now time to start our show with our first contestant. She's a princess. They say that she's the fairest of them all, and she has her skin as white as snow. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Please welcome her on stage. Wow, where are those squirrels and birds coming from? That was such a performance. But let's hear what the judges have to say about it.
Thank you, little rat. Well, my dear Snow, of course I have a lot of things to say about your performance. Let me start by the obvious, because I'm sure everybody will agree with me. We can all see it. There's definitely something wrong with your visual communication. Well, how can I say this in a nice way? First, let me talk about your little friends there. Oh yes, I'm sure you think it's very cute, brought all your friends from the forest to sing and perform with you, but it's confusing, yes, it's confusing, the message, and at the end, we don't see you, we just see a big mess. And obviously they weren't trained for show business, so yes, I can see that. My advice would be next time, try to perform by yourself. It seems like you're trying to hide something, like you're trying to hide your lack of confidence by surrounding you with other performers, but it's something we can obviously see, and that doesn't benefit you, trust me. No, let's talk about these colors. Your outfit on stage is very, very, very important. And I get again a very confusing and too colorful message here. This dress is containing all the primary colors, red, blue, yellow. Wow. It's just like a kaleidoscope, and no, that's absolutely not something fashionable. Take example on Cruella, our fashion specialist here. Pure classic black and white. You can never be wrong with that. Or have a look at my dear Ursula. Those different purples. Yes, 50 shades of purples. Brilliant. Just brilliant. And the little disgust there. Same with greens. You have to consider the visual message that you want to bring here. Do you understand, Snow? Oh, my dear. You look even paler than usual. I didn't think it was even possible. Poor thing. You must know that if you decide to come to such competitions, you have to accept criticism. It is for your own good, trust me. I'm just trying to help you to improve here. Now, let me talk about your voice. Oh yes, I must admit that it's impressive because you are able to hit very, 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 very high notes that probably no one else is able to reach, but it's not all about the technical performance. It's also, yes, it's also about the pleasure of the music. And I'm not sure it's very pleasant to hear, like... Yes, sometimes I'm even wondering if all those little forest friends that are coming spontaneously to you aren't attracted by the ultrasounds that are coming out of your mouth. But I'm not a pet specialist after all, so I think now I'll finish with the message that you are providing to your audience. Oh yes, there's a lot of things to say about that as well. I am afraid it's not very modern, Yes, I see you dancing with a broom, singing about how it's wonderful to do chores and homework, and singing about this man you are waiting to come back to you. My dear, read the room. We are all strong, independent women here. Do you really think that we could be touched by a message that is strongly anti-feminist? Yes, I said the word. Okay? No, but I don't know. I'm sure there are other things in your life you can talk about. Don't make us believe that all your life is about cleaning the house and waiting for a prince. I hope so. I hope for you. I don't have a specific thematic to suggest you, because if you want it to be real, it must come from you. Yes, we must see the real Snow on stage, not just the perfect little princess that everybody is picturing in their head. Show us who you really are, my dear. Show us your true feelings when you are singing. What I want to see is your heart coming out of your mouth. That's it.
I'll have you know, dear Evil Queen, that I'm not a rat. Read the title of the show. This is the mouse. I'm a mouse, not a rat. Oh yes, I know you are the producer of the show, but don't forget who's the face of the company. Well, after all, I can't complain because she was worse with this poor princess than with me. Let's move on. Our next contestant is, oh, yes, he is very well known as a dog owner because he owns 101 Dalmatians. Can you believe that? Oh, I don't know how he can manage it. Just with Pluto, I'm overwhelmed sometimes. Well, I ask you a round of applause for Roger! And while our lovely technicians are removing the piano from the stage, let's hear what our lovely Cruella has to say about this performance. After all, she is the main theme of the song he picked.
Why is it all of a sudden quiet? Was that it? Roger, darling. There must be more. Where on earth was the explosive entrance, the grand finish. Slightly disappointed is an understatement. So, Roger, allow me a minute to just get my head around this. You're telling me that was your whole performance? I knew you were bland, darling. But I thought you'd make a bit more effort to impress. I'm a little lost for words myself, here, Roger. I mean, a new day brings new opportunities. And Roger, well, you wasted yours. Poof. It's gone. With the wind, darling. I'm confused. Highly insulted that my time has been so wasted. Time I shall never get back, darling. I was hoping for a grand statement. You know, bold, brave, heartfelt, dangerous. And instead, Roger darling, you stand in front of us judges, tone deaf. I honestly didn't know when you started and when you'd finished. I was more interested in how nice my jacket felt, in all honesty. Sorry to be so cruel, Roger. Oh, I'm not finished with you yet, darling. No, there's more. And not good either. I'll get to the point, darling. It was rather boring, the whole thing. Your voice flat. The performance dead. And those higher notes. You sounded like a Dalmatian in pain. I thought I should be the one to break that to you. And your outfit, Roger. What are you thinking? You're on television. I needed power. Bad. A little bit mad. I needed energy, passion, and better sense in fashion. I needed chaos, wild. And not to feel like a bored child. Overall, darling, absolutely awful. But I can't even give you tips to work on because it was all terrible. Hopefully the other judges will have something better to assess. Bye.
Well, I warned him that this song choice was very risky, but... And now, let's welcome our third contestant on stage. She is the princess under the seas, and her beautiful red hair are floating like ocean waves. Please welcome Ariel. Well, that's certainly a voice that I wouldn't want to let go, but let's hear what Ursula thinks about it.
My darling girl. My, what a lovely surprise. You weren't all that bitchy. It was good. Not perfect. But it was good. Yes, my darling Ariel. It has been a long time. As I do what I can. And it is lovely to see you. Lovely. It is lovely to see you again. Brava. Only very little pitchy. Yes, I'm afraid so. But I'm sure the rest of the judges won't be able to hear that. So, my dear, why is it you've come here to see me? Us? Can't make another deal? You're all right. Well, I tried. So, tell me more about your voice. Because I know body language is a lot of your performance. Isn't it? Yes, it is, isn't it? It's a very big part of your performance. It's beautiful. Never underestimate it. Come closer. I just want to see your pretty face. Yes. Things have not gone as planned for me, but we do what we can. And in this instance, that means working for the mouse. Yes, delightful. Oh, my hair, yes, apparently the censors thought it was too wild, so they did something to it backstage. Ah, well. So much time has passed, so much water under the bridge. But now, darling, you and I both know you have such an amazing, amazing voice. And that voice should not be going to waste, even if you do need to work on pitches and maybe some rhythms and perhaps melisma. Oh, now, don't be defensive or feel like you're being criticized. No. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Everything will be wonderful. And if it doesn't work out here, you will still have your prince and any little ones that may come. But alas, this is very stiff competition. You don't need to tell me. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to feel defeated. So much to learn from defeat. Like the ones you used to have, right? Water under the bridge, water under the bridge. Alas, now, on with the show, as they say. Do keep in touch. And if ever you wish to make another deal, you know where to find me. Oh, you precious thing.
You'll have to tell me your secret, Ursula. With the actual energy crisis, I don't know how you can still afford so much amount of gaslighting. Well, anyway, let's move to our final contestant, or I should say contestants, because yes, it is a duet. They are coming from the long-term memory, so I'm sure that they'll have something beautiful to sing about, a very deep and emotional memory. And okay. Let me check my notes. Oh no, my mistake. They are actually going to sing about toothpaste. Well, let's hear it. The least we can say is that we will probably never forget this song in her entire life. It tends to stick, you know. Well, anyway, let's hear what our last judge for tonight has to say. Disgust, we all ears.
Just give me a second to digest that. What do I think? What do I think? Well, let me put it this way. I'm disgust, and I don't think I've ever been so disgusted. I don't think any of you can disagree that this was the worst performance we've seen tonight. First of all, your outfits are weird. What are you even wearing? You look sloppy. Tuck your shirts in. Tie your shoe. I thought you were supposed to be professionals. This doesn't look very professional to me. Blech. Your song choice was just bizarre. There have to be, what, 1 trillion songs? And that's the one you chose? Bad call. Bad. Plus, it sounds like you haven't rehearsed for a single minute. Like you just walked out here on the stage and said, oh well, we'll just see what happens. Horrible. You know, I think I can think of a lot of things that I like more than I liked this performance. I don't even know how you had the nerve to announce them and let them come out here on the stage. So, here's a list of things that I would rather than listen to that again. Ready? I would rather eat cold green beans than listen to that again. I would rather take a trip to a bad memory than listen to that again. I'd rather listen to sadness go on and on about all the things that are wrong in the world than listen to that again. And she annoys me probably more than anyone. Let's see. I'd rather not sleep for a month than listen to that again. I'd rather pick gum off the bottom of my shoe and put it in my mouth than listen to that again. I think I'd rather eat 25 pounds of broccoli than listen to that again. And you know that that's bad because broccoli is probably the most disgusting thing on the planet. Or, well, it used to be. Until I saw you perform. The audience should ask for their money back, honestly. If I were them, I would have gotten up and stampeded right out of here. I'm running out of ways to say how disgusted I am with your whole act. Absolutely I really wish that I had a thesaurus right now. And I hate reading. But if I had a thesaurus, then I could look up all of the different words for disgust, for terrible, for awful, for abysmal. Oh, I came up with one on my own. Gross. Horrifying. Can I think of any more? I'm speechless, honestly. I think what you need to do is get off the stage, go back to wherever you came from, practice for about, I don't know, the next century. Go shopping. Maybe get a coach. And then maybe after all of that, you can come back here again and try this. But I hope when you come back and try out in a century that I'm not here to judge, because I never want to go through this experience ever, ever, ever again. As a matter of fact, I hope this memory gets erased. Ugh. Just awful. That's a big, fat no from me. No, 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 and no. Get off the stage now. Honestly, I don't know how you do this all the time. This is horrible. I've never had a worse time in my life. I'm never doing this again. I don't care who asks me. Ugh.
And this concludes tonight's show. This was the mouse. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.